Archaeologists have begun a major new excavation of the Roman city of Pompeii. It was destroyed nearly 2,000 years ago after Mount Vesuvius erupted.
This city was frozen in time, providing us with a shocking window into the lost world of the Romans.
In the scorching sands of Egypt, archaeologists have unearthed a stone sarcophagus dating back to the reign of Pharaoh Thutmose II, a time marked by prosperity and cultural richness. Thutmose II, primarily remembered as Queen Hatshepsut's husband, oversaw an era of wealth alongside his influential sister. This discovery near the Nile, involving a sarcophagus that might belong to Thutmose II himself, has sent ripples of excitement through the scholarly community. But what if this sarcophagus contains something that even today's scientists fear? Join us as we explore what lies within, exposing fossilized British secrets. In another part of the world, on the rocky shores of Great Britain, two hobbyist fossil hunters found something that first looked like a golden cannonball. When they looked closer, they saw it was a polished stone with a golden shine caused by unique chemical reactions. The real surprise was inside. When they cracked it open, they found a fossil that looked like an ammonite, dating back almost 185 million years. This discovery not only showed the geological mysteries of the area, but also sparked more interest in similar finds along the coast, leading to more potential discoveries in the future. Meanwhile, in Israel, unusual weather revealed a series of ancient dams along the coast. These structures are believed to be about 7,000 years old from the end of the last ice age. They were likely built to protect early settlements from rising sea levels and frequent floods. Although the settlements themselves have not been found yet, these ancient coastal defenses give us a glimpse into how early human societies in the region ingeniously battled the forces of nature. In modern-day Iraq, archaeologists discovered a temple dedicated to the local god of war in ancient Mesopotamia. The site, found in what was once a bustling Sumerian capital, revealed a complex that is believed to have hosted ritual combats to honor the deity. Participants would fight in these intense battles to gain divine favor for future military campaigns. This practice shows the deep connection between faith and government in ancient societies. In the heart of Argentina, researchers found something amazing: a new species of titanosaur, one of the largest dinosaurs ever to walk the earth. This giant creature was about 40 meters long and 20 meters tall, weighing around 70 tons, which is more than 14 African elephants combined. They discovered about 150 bones, all in great condition. This gives scientists a rare and valuable look into the life of these massive reptiles. Over the next few years, they will study this ancient giant closely to learn more about its biology and lifestyle, which continues to fascinate the scientific community. But this wasn't the only exciting discovery. Across the ocean in Australia, the deep history of Aboriginal people is being uncovered through ancient rock art. This art, dated up to 16,000 years old with the help of insect nests found nearby, shows various human and animal figures. These drawings offer a glimpse into the lives and stories of one of the world's oldest continuous cultures, preserving their rich heritage. They also give clues about their ancient rituals and the beginnings of their civilization. In the jungles of Guatemala, archaeologists are making significant progress in understanding the great civilizations of South America, especially the Maya and Inca. Recently, they made a breakthrough by identifying previously undecipherable drawings in an ancient city known as the City of the Greatest Kings. This site dates back to around 100 years after Christ and shows a sophisticated civilization thriving in the Americas long before modern history recorded their existence. Also, in the remote landscapes of Scotland, the Callanish stones rise from the ground, a prehistoric site even older than Stonehenge. These stones, arranged by ancient people around 2500 BC, likely served as an observatory and ceremonial site, showing early human attempts to connect with the cosmos. The exact origins of these stones and their creators remain a mystery, sparking endless questions about the lives and beliefs of early Celtic peoples. Further south in England, Hadrian's Wall stands as a Roman defensive fortification built to guard against the northern tribes. Recent excavations unearthed a bronze hand weighing 2.3 kilograms near the site of a fierce battle. This hand is thought to have been a talisman for Roman commanders, symbolizing Rome's efforts to maintain its northernmost border. Despite their efforts, the Romans eventually withdrew from Britain, marking the decline of their empire. But the story doesn't end here. In ancient China, the tomb of Duke Jing of Qi has revealed the remains of 600 sacrificial horses, showing the duke's power in the elaborate burial rites of the time. These sacrifices, made around 500 BC, highlight the cultural importance of animals in royal and religious ceremonies. They offer a poignant glimpse into the practices that accompanied the burial of one of China's influential leaders. Each of these discoveries, whether found by chance or through careful archaeological work, peels back layers of Earth's historical tapestry. Whether it's unveiling the life of a giant dinosaur, interpreting ancient rock art, or uncovering the depths of a Roman wall, these finds broaden our understanding of the past. They link us more closely to the worlds that came before us. What else might we find as we dig deeper into the past? The Salzburg Legacy. 2,000 years ago, the limes marked the boundary where the Roman Empire met Germania. From 100 to 260 AD, one of the best preserved forts, the Salzburg in Hesse, housed about 2,600 soldiers and civilians. Today, this fort has been rebuilt and is recognized as a World Heritage Site. Among the relics found here, a Roman shoe has drawn much attention. This shoe shows the skill of Roman shoemakers, who are credited with inventing the modern enclosed shoe. The shoe, richly decorated on its upper leather and nailed to the sole, reflects the advanced design and technology of its time. In a different discovery in Ireland, a peat digger named Jack Conaway found a 2,000-year-old lump of butter while cutting peat, which is commonly used as fuel. This lump, found at a depth of 3.6 meters, weighed about 10 kilograms and had a strong smell. Butter in the Iron Age was not just food, but was also used as money to pay taxes and make tributes. It was considered a luxury item and often offered in religious ceremonies. Even though this butter is 2,000 years old, it was still found to be edible, though brittle and very aromatic. In Egypt, modern archaeological techniques like computer scans, radar, and satellite imagery have led to the discovery of a large burial site near the city of Lisht. This site contains around 800 tombs, believed to hold over 4,000 people, suggesting that the tombs were used for many generations. These tombs are from the Middle Kingdom period, a time when Egypt saw significant growth in economy and culture. Although many tombs have been looted, the excavation team, led by Professor Katarina Beard from Boston University, hopes to gain deeper insights into the daily lives of people from that era. But this wasn't the only fascinating find. In the heart of Rome, a marble head of the god Dionysus was found embedded in a medieval wall. This head, about 60 centimeters tall, was originally part of a statue made in the 1st century BC. The statue, once brightly colored and possibly decorated with glass or gemstone eyes and precious jewelry, depicts Dionysus, the god of wine, joy, and celebration. As the Roman Empire fell and Roman culture faded, many statues were reused as building materials. Dionysus, also known as Bacchus, was one of the most celebrated gods during Caesar's time, symbolizing fertility and pleasure. During road construction in Ostrov, Czech Republic, workers found an interesting wooden structure buried in the ground. Archaeologists quickly figured out that this 80 by 80 centimeter, 25 centimeter high frame was the casing of an ancient well. The wood used to build this well was cut down around 7,205 years ago, making it the oldest known man-made wooden structure. Neolithic people made this well using wooden rivets to join planks, showing advanced woodworking skills. The planks from local hazelnut and beech trees give us clues about how early European settlers used resources and lived during the Neolithic period, when people started to settle down instead of wandering. In northern Iraq, a drought caused by climate change revealed unexpected archaeological treasures. As the water levels in a reservoir dropped, part of a palace from the Mitanni Kingdom, which ruled parts of Syria and Anatolia 3,400 years ago, appeared. This palace covered 2,000 square meters and was decorated with murals in bright red and blue. Inscriptions identified the ruins as the ancient city of Zekiku. Archaeologists had only a short time to study this site before rising water threatened to cover it again. Despite the short window, they gained significant insights into a lost kingdom. In China, the discovery of a palace complex in Yueyang, the former capital of the Qin Empire, showed the sophisticated urban planning of the time. Inside this complex, archaeologists found 3 luxurious baths that highlighted the wealth of the period. These baths, lined with valuable ceramic tiles and equipped with running water and sewage systems, are the oldest known bathing facilities in China. It's believed they were exclusive for the Qin king, reflecting the high standard of living during the age of contending empires. But this wasn't the only intriguing find. The tragic eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD preserved the Roman city of Pompeii under layers of volcanic ash. This disaster, which took thousands of lives, ironically created a unique archaeological site where the city was frozen in time. Among the discoveries, a well-preserved fresco depicting a gladiatorial fight was found in 2019. This fresco captures the intense final moments of a battle where a defeated gladiator begs for mercy from the crowd, illustrating the brutal yet celebrated aspect of Roman culture where gladiators were as famous as modern pop stars. In another dramatic story, Liu He, an emperor of the Han Dynasty, was dethroned after just 27 days because of alleged rule violations and incompetence, leading to his exile and reputation as a big spender. Rumors of a tomb's discovery led to quick archaeological action in Jiangsu province. There, they found a vast field of tombs from the Han Dynasty, including the extravagant final resting place of Emperor Liu He. Inside, they discovered over 20,000 items of jewelry made from gold, copper, jade, and amber, and 2 million bronze coins weighing 10 tons. They also found 20 horses buried in a ceremonial way. Among these treasures, the most significant find was the oldest copy of the writings of Confucius, offering priceless insights into the cultural and intellectual heritage of the time. These discoveries, from the ancient wells of the Czech Republic to the luxurious baths of ancient China and the frozen city of Pompeii, not only show us how people lived in the past, but also highlight the fleeting nature of human civilizations and the lasting legacies they leave behind. Each discovery helps us understand human history better, revealing the complexities of ancient societies and the remarkable advancements they made. From the skilled craftsmanship of ancient woodworkers to the opulent lifestyles of Qin emperors, each artifact is a testament to human ingenuity and culture. What surprises will the next discoveries reveal about our history? Artifacts that speak across time. Over the centuries, humans have made many impressive artifacts that still amaze us today. Even with our advanced technology, we still have a lot to learn about our ancestors. Archaeological discoveries help us understand these ancient cultures better, offering glimpses into their lives through the things they left behind. While much is still unclear, every new find adds a piece to the puzzle of human history, helping us form a clearer picture of the past. For example, the discovery of a warrior helmet off the coast of Haifa, Israel, gives us a vivid look into ancient warfare. This helmet, from the 6th to 5th centuries BC, has elaborate gilding and decorations, showing that it belonged to a high-ranking person. Its discovery in the sea near Israel, an area controlled by the Persians at that time, suggests it may have belonged to a Greek naval soldier. The helmet's preservation and ornate design give us insights into the martial traditions and craftsmanship of that time, as well as the ongoing conflicts between the Greeks and Persians. In a similar way, Anglo-Saxon jewelry found in a burial site in Great Britain shows the importance of adornment for indicating social status in ancient societies. Found in a large burial complex from the 6th to 7th centuries, the beautifully crafted brooches and other pieces highlight the skill of Anglo-Saxon metalwork and their customs surrounding death and honor. These artifacts not only reflect the artistic talent of the period, but also the societal structures that valued such elaborate grave goods to accompany the deceased into the afterlife. Another remarkable find is the golden rhinoceros of Mapungubwe, a small but symbolically powerful artifact made in the 13th century in southern Africa. The kingdom of Mapungubwe, known for its wealth and extensive trade networks, crafted this golden rhino to symbolize strength and status. Lost for centuries, it was rediscovered in 1934 in a royal tomb, showing the advanced metallurgical skills and the cultural importance of gold in Mapungubwe society. This discovery not only highlights the artistic heritage of the region, but also the complex social and economic networks that existed in pre-colonial Africa. But this wasn't the only fascinating find. Off the coast of California, a huge man-made object was discovered deep under the Pacific Ocean. Spanning more than 4 kilometers in diameter, this mysterious structure traces a path of about 66 kilometers across the seabed, suggesting it might be the remnants of an ancient fortification submerged due to rising sea levels. The scale and mystery of this find challenge our understanding of ancient civilizations and their capabilities, prompting us to rethink what we know about historical coastal settlements and their environmental challenges. For a long time, people thought the first humans arrived in the Americas about 25,000 years ago. This idea changed dramatically in 1992 when archaeologists found mammoth bones and stone tools near San Diego. At first, they couldn't tell how old the tools were because dating technology wasn't advanced enough. Recently, using better uranium-thorium dating methods, scientists discovered these artifacts are about 130,000 years old. The marks on the mammoth bones show they were made by human tools, suggesting that our ancestors arrived in America much earlier than we previously believed. This discovery has changed our understanding of how humans migrated across continents. Similarly, in Africa, often called the cradle of mankind, a big discovery was made in a Moroccan cave. Archaeologists found a human skull dating back about 300,000 years, making it the oldest Homo sapien fossil ever discovered. Before this find, scientists thought Homo sapiens only appeared around 200,000 years ago. This discovery has huge implications for our understanding of human evolution, suggesting that our ancestors were spread across Africa much earlier than we had thought. But this wasn't the only surprising find. In China, archaeologists discovered nearly 100 stone tools made by Homo erectus, believed to be between 1.3 and 2.1 million years old. These tools are significant because they are the earliest known human-made tools found outside of Africa. This suggests that Homo erectus migrated from Africa at least 250,000 years earlier than previously estimated. This discovery challenges our earlier ideas about the migration and capabilities of early human species. In Europe, the Netherlands is home to ancient megalithic structures known as dolmens, which are even older than the more famous Stonehenge in England. These dolmens, estimated to be about 5,000 years old, are made up of massive stone blocks weighing up to 20,000 kilograms each, brought from distant regions. The origin of these structures has been surrounded by legend, with stories suggesting they were built by giants. These impressive prehistoric burial structures show the advanced architectural skills of ancient societies in Europe. In Egyptian mythology, the Benben stone is revered as the primordial mound where the god Atum first appeared. Some scholars think the Benben might be a fragment from a celestial object that impacted Earth, influencing many religious artifacts in the pyramid shapes of ancient Egypt. This connection between celestial phenomena and Egyptian culture shows the deep spiritual and cosmological knowledge of the ancient Egyptians. But this wasn't the only intriguing connection between past and present. The Atlantic Wall, stretching over 2,600 kilometers along the European coast, was built between 1942 and 1944 during World War II to fend off Allied invasions. Built under harsh conditions by forcibly recruited labor from occupied territories, this extensive defense line included many bunkers, some of which can still be found today along the coasts of the Netherlands, Belgium, France, and Denmark. Some of these bunkers are being carefully restored to preserve this significant historical artifact, illustrating the extensive preparations for war and the impact on local populations during the conflict. These stories remind us that history is full of surprises waiting to be discovered. Whether in the deserts of Africa, the plains of China, or the coasts of Europe, our journey to understand history is never complete. Each new discovery is like a piece of a big puzzle, helping us understand who we are and where we come from. So the next time we hear about a new archaeological find, let's remember that it's another step in our endless quest to connect with our shared past, prodigy in the pyramid's hidden passages. Boriska, a young Russian boy, fascinated people with his amazing talents and strange knowledge of ancient civilizations. He claimed there was a secret switch behind the Sphinx's ear that could open a chamber. This chamber might hold advanced technology, important ancient knowledge, or even artifacts from other worlds. While some thought he was imagining things, others believed the Sphinx could be a portal to unknown realms or a store of lost wisdom. But that's not all. Boriska's claims were both doubted and admired. His insights were surprising for someone his age, sparking debates and attracting attention worldwide. His parents, who hadn't taught him about these ancient mysteries, were amazed by his detailed understanding. From a young age, Boriska showed remarkable abilities. As a newborn, he could hold his head up at just 2 weeks old. He started speaking months earlier than most kids and was reading by 1.5. These talents made him famous as a child prodigy. At the age of 3, most children are just starting to learn simple words and figuring out how to use a crayon. But Boriska was not like most kids. By this age, he was already reading books and creating detailed pictures with paints and crayons. His talent and creativity were truly amazing. When Boriska started kindergarten, his abilities amazed his teachers. He could write and use language far better than other kids his age. He also had an incredible memory, recalling details about things he had learned or seen with ease. But there was more to Boriska's story. He also talked about the Great Pyramid of Giza in ways that were both interesting and controversial. Boriska said that the pyramid, which was built between 2580 to 2560 BC during Egypt's 4th dynasty, was not just a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu. According to him, it hid rooms and passages that scientists had not yet discovered. Boriska believed these hidden parts contained important artifacts and knowledge about advanced ancient technologies and forgotten histories. And yet, there was another captivating claim from Boriska. He said there was a secret switch behind the ear of the Sphinx that could open a chamber either inside or beneath the statue. Boriska was sure this chamber held important revelations, even though he didn't know exactly what they were. The idea of secret chambers in the Sphinx wasn't new. People had speculated about it for years. In 1987, a Japanese research team from Waseda University, led by Sakuji Yoshimura, used electromagnetic-sounding techniques to find cavities and tunnels around the Sphinx. While these efforts suggested there might be hidden spaces, they didn't definitively prove their existence. Recent years, amazing discoveries have changed what we know about ancient Egypt, especially the hidden parts of its famous monuments. One of these discoveries includes Boriska's surprising claims about a secret mechanism linked to these structures. Even though his parents were puzzled, since they never talked to him about Egyptian history or archaeology, Boriska could describe the Great Pyramid and the Sphinx in incredible detail, including their structures and hidden features. Boriska's knowledge led some people to wonder if he had a mysterious connection to ancient wisdom, with a few even thinking he might be able to travel through time. But without solid proof, these ideas remain just interesting speculations. What hidden truths about the Sphinx could even Boriska be unaware of? The late 20th century, scientists used electromagnetic surveys to see what's beneath the ground without digging. These surveys from the 1970s and later showed cavities and possible tunnel networks under the Sphinx, suggesting a complex underground system. But this wasn't the most surprising part. Photos from the early 20th century hinted at these hidden secrets too. Pictures from the 1900s showed a mysterious hole on top of the Sphinx's head, which might lead to secret chambers inside. Although this hole has since been covered or fixed, it sparked a lot of curiosity. Later photos from the 1920s and 1930s showed cracks and openings along the Sphinx's body, raising questions about whether these could be entrances to unknown tunnels or rooms. As researchers studied countless photos of the Sphinx, their eyes followed every crease and contour of its weathered surface. Even with this careful examination, most scholars stayed cautious, saying more study is needed before deciding on the Sphinx's origins and age. On the other hand, some scholars argue that photos alone aren't enough proof. They want more solid evidence to support any claims about the Sphinx's deeper secrets. The age of the Sphinx is a big topic of debate. While most believe it was built around 2500 BC during Pharaoh Khafre's rule, some think it could be much older, maybe dating back to 10,000 BCE or even earlier. This theory comes from the erosion patterns on the Sphinx, which some experts like John Anthony West and geologist Robert Schoch in the 1990s believe were caused by heavy rainfall, something Egypt hasn't seen in thousands of years. New findings about the Sphinx began to change our understanding of its ancient origins. Revelations of ancient rain. The Sphinx's true age? Robert Schoch introduced the water erosion idea, suggesting that the type of wear on the Sphinx could only have been caused by rain. This theory implies the Sphinx is older than Egypt's dry spell, meaning it was built when Egypt's climate was much wetter. If true, this could mean the Sphinx was created by a much older, possibly advanced civilization, maybe even one as legendary as Atlantis, as hinted at by Plato. But this wasn't the only surprising theory. The idea of a lost advanced civilization is supported by other evidence. For example, the Sphinx's size and precision suggest the use of technology not usually linked with ancient Egypt. Robert Bauval and others have noted that the Sphinx, along with the pyramids, aligns with the constellation Orion as it would have appeared in 10,500 BCE. This supports the theory of an older, sophisticated origin. Despite these intriguing ideas, many mainstream archaeologists and Egyptologists are skeptical. They believe the erosion could also be caused by natural elements like wind and sand, which are common in Egypt's dry environment. Plus, ancient texts and legends talk about times before the pharaohs, when gods or extraordinary beings supposedly roamed Egypt. These stories support the idea of an earlier, advanced civilization responsible for the Sphinx's creation. However, this isn't the end of the mystery. Those who believe in the lost civilization theory think the Sphinx had multiple roles for its creators. It might have been a temple, a giant guardian, or a symbol of wisdom and power. Its alignment with the stars hints at its possible use in celestial observations or ceremonies. This theory not only challenges traditional views of ancient Egyptian history, but also makes us reconsider the abilities and achievements of our ancestors, seeing the Sphinx not just as an ancient work of art, but as a beacon of ancient wisdom and skill, waiting to be fully understood. Egyptian artifacts are deeply connected to their culture, and this includes the Great Sphinx of Giza. The Sphinx, with its lion's body and human head, stands for both strength and intelligence. It is closely linked to Ra-Horakhti, a deity that combines the sun god Ra and the sky god Hor. The Sphinx was likely seen as a guardian and worshipped as Ra-Horakhti, with people offering prayers and gifts for protection and favor. The Sphinx also connects to Horus, the falcon-headed god of the sky, war, and protection. Facing east towards the sunrise, the Sphinx's position hints at its link to Horus's role in the heavens. Pharaohs, seen as Horus's representatives on earth, further tie this grand statue to royal power. But this wasn't the most interesting part. Thutmose IV, a pharaoh from the 18th dynasty, is famously connected to the Sphinx through the dream stele. The story goes that while hunting, Thutmose IV fell asleep near the Sphinx and dreamt that it promised him the throne if he cleared the sand covering it. He did just that, becoming king and preserving the Sphinx. This event is celebrated on a large stone tablet placed between the Sphinx's paws, recounting his dream. Thutmose IV's father, Amenhotep II, also revered the Sphinx. Inscriptions near the monument highlight Amenhotep II's devotion, showing the Sphinx's importance during his reign. Later, Ramesses II, known as Ramesses the Great, worked to restore the Sphinx during the 19th dynasty, showing the continued respect pharaohs had for this powerful symbol. But this isn't the whole story. The Great Sphinx was more than just a statue. It played a key role in ancient Egyptian culture. It symbolized the pharaoh's power and divine authority, and stood as a guardian of the Giza necropolis, where Egypt's Great Pyramids are located. Over generations, both pharaohs and common people saw the Sphinx as a strong link to the gods, a protector, and a symbol of their civilization's greatness and lasting legacy. The Sphinx, standing guard over its sacred ground, wasn't just a massive stone figure. It was a place where people showed their respect and sought a spiritual connection. Acting as a bridge between the earthly and the divine, the Sphinx played a significant role in ancient Egyptian writings and myths. These stories give us a glimpse into its importance in the spiritual beliefs of the time. One fascinating belief about the Sphinx was that it held profound universal knowledge. Legends say that if someone gazed into its eyes long enough, they would uncover ancient wisdom and hidden truths. Some even claim to see the Sphinx's eyes glow mysteriously, inviting them to come closer. This usually happened during special moments like a full moon or a particular season. Those who saw this glowing light described it as both mesmerizing and eerie, almost as if the Sphinx were alive and acknowledging them. As one story closed, a new and intriguing tale about the Sphinx began to unfold. The Sphinx's celestial secrets. But this wasn't the most intriguing part. The tale of its glowing eyes is one of the most captivating aspects of the Sphinx. Witnesses often felt a magnetic pull toward the statue, almost as if it were calling them. This added a layer of mystery and emotion to the Sphinx's legacy, blurring the lines between myth and reality. It urged those who heard the stories to wonder about the deeper meanings and secrets hidden within its stony gaze. This blend of history, spirituality, and mystery continues to draw people from around the world. The Sphinx not only symbolizes ancient Egyptian spiritual life, but also remains a focal point for modern curiosity and wonder. It invites all who visit to ponder the mysteries it has witnessed over the centuries, making them feel that same inexplicable pull towards the ancient relic. Many people feel a deep spiritual connection when they stand before the Sphinx. Some visitors even say that looking into the Sphinx's eyes has a profound effect on them. They report feeling like they are in a trance, receiving important and personal visions that offer deep insights and guidance. Another interesting thing about the Sphinx is its connection to the stars. It's believed that its position and orientation are carefully aligned with specific celestial bodies. This is fascinating because the ancient Egyptians were skilled astronomers. They observed the stars and planets closely, believing they had a significant impact on life on Earth. Researchers have studied this alignment and found that the Sphinx faces the rising sun on the spring equinox. This day is special because it marks the balance of day and night. This suggests that the ancient builders had a very advanced understanding of both astronomy and geometry to achieve such precision. But this isn't the most surprising part. This connection between the Earth and the stars shows how advanced the ancient Egyptians were. It also suggests that the Sphinx was more than just a statue. It might have been a crucial part of their spiritual and scientific lives, acting as a bridge between the cosmos and daily life, guiding them through life's mysteries. The Sphinx, with its calm and majestic gaze, seems to watch over humanity, offering wisdom from the stars. But there's more to uncover. The idea that the Sphinx could guide the ancient Egyptians through the mysteries of life in the universe is quite intriguing. It shows that the Sphinx was not only a marvel of architecture, but also a symbol of deep spiritual significance. This mystical and scientific combination makes the Sphinx a fascinating subject for both historians and dreamers alike. At the time of the year when day and night are of equal length, a big change happens, marking the start of spring. This time is also connected to the Sphinx, with many people believing it has special powers during this period. They say the Sphinx can change reality just by looking at it. One interesting part of this legend is that the Sphinx can change its facial expressions. People often say that as they get closer, the Sphinx's face seems to mirror their own emotions. If someone is happy, they might see a smile on the Sphinx's face. If they are sad, the Sphinx might look sad too. It sounds unlikely for a stone statue to do this, but many people believe it. They feel a strong connection to the Sphinx, almost as if it can understand and respond to their feelings. But that's not the most surprising part. Some people think the Sphinx knows the secret to living forever. The legend says that anyone who can solve the Sphinx's riddles might unlock this secret and gain immortality. This idea is tied to the Sphinx's ancient role as a keeper of hidden knowledge. People also believe that the Sphinx has a special connection to the universe. Some think that on certain days when the stars align just right, the Sphinx's powers become stronger. This alignment might enhance its ability to communicate and interact with those who visit. But there's more. People from all over the world come to see the Sphinx, hoping to experience its mystical properties for themselves. They come looking for answers, healing, or a moment of connection with the past. The Sphinx, standing silently, continues to fascinate and draw people in. It remains a powerful symbol, guarding its ancient secrets and perhaps watching over those who seek its wisdom with an ever-watchful eye. The ancient Egyptians had a strong belief in life after death. They spent much of their lives preparing for this eternal journey. To them, death was not the end, but a passage to another existence. This belief was a big part of their culture and influenced their daily lives and spiritual practices. When someone died, they believed the soul started a journey to the afterlife, a place where they would live forever. But reaching this eternal paradise was not easy. The path was filled with obstacles and challenges. The deceased needed help from the living to navigate these trials successfully. As one journey ended, another began, revealing more about Egyptian beliefs. Guardians of the afterlife. To meet these spiritual needs, the Egyptians built elaborate tombs. These were not just graves, but fortresses, equipped with everything a soul might need on its journey. These tombs were like grand palaces underground, carefully designed to ensure the soul's comfort and support in the afterlife. Inside these tombs, you would find many items: food to satisfy hunger, clothes for different occasions, and jewelry to decorate the soul. There was also furniture to provide the comfort of home in the afterlife. More importantly, the walls and scrolls in these tombs were inscribed with magical texts, spells, and prayers carefully written to guide and protect the soul as it traveled to the afterlife. But this wasn't the most intriguing part. These practices showed how dedicated the Egyptians were to ensuring their spiritual journey from this life to the next. Their civilization was deeply invested in the spiritual well-being of its people, making sure every detail was taken care of for the soul's journey after death. Ancient Egyptian belief, the journey to the afterlife wasn't easy. It involved several tough stages. First, the soul would enter the underworld, a scary place full of dangers and obstacles. To help the dead on this difficult trip, the Egyptians created the Book of the Dead. This important book was filled with spells and instructions to help the soul navigate the dangerous underworld. This valuable book was usually buried with the person in their tomb. It acted like a spiritual map and toolkit, giving the soul the knowledge and protection needed to face the various challenges on its way. Each spell and instruction in the book was carefully written to deal with the specific dangers of the underworld, guiding the soul safely towards the afterlife. But this wasn't the most challenging part. Having the Book of the Dead in tombs shows how much the Egyptians cared about the afterlife. They wanted to give their loved ones everything they needed for a safe journey. This practice shows the strong bond between the living and the dead in Egyptian culture, reflecting their detailed beliefs about death and what comes after. Ancient Egyptian beliefs about what happens after death. The heart was very important. It was seen as the essence of a person's being, holding all their thoughts and actions. In the sacred hall of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice, a crucial ceremony took place. During the ceremony, the heart of the deceased was placed on a scale and balanced against the feather of Ma'at, which symbolized truth and justice. This feather was the standard to measure the purity of the deceased's life. If the scale tipped in favor of the feather, showing that the heart was lighter, it meant that the person had lived a life of integrity and truthfulness. This verdict allowed the person to enter the blissful realms of the afterlife. However, if the heart was heavier, weighed down by wrongdoings and dishonesty, it showed that the person had not lived a good life. The consequences were severe. They would not pass into the afterlife, but would face obliteration, losing their chance at eternal peace. But this wasn't the worst part. The ceremony highlighted the ancient Egyptians' deep respect for moral behavior and the high stakes of their ethical beliefs. It was more than just a rite of passage. It was a moral compass for the living. It emphasized the importance of leading a virtuous life to secure a place in the afterlife. This belief system reinforced the cultural norms and ethical standards of ancient Egyptian society, where truth and justice were highly valued. The idea that someone who did bad things would have their heart eaten by a creature named Ammit, leading to the total destruction of their soul, was once widely believed. But recent studies have given us some fascinating new insights about the Great Sphinx of Giza. We used to think that this giant statue, with its lion's body and human head, was built entirely by ancient Egyptian artisans around 2600 BC. However, new research suggests there might be more to the story. Scientists are now questioning if the Sphinx was really made entirely by humans. The precision and size of the structure seem almost too perfect. This has led to various theories that maybe there were unknown tools, techniques, or even help from lost civilizations involved in its creation. Could there have been something else at play? This idea doesn't just change what we know about the Sphinx, but also makes us admire the ancient Egyptians even more. This new look at the Sphinx shows us that ancient history is not just a set of finished facts, but a living story that changes with new discoveries and technology. It pushes us to think about the ancient world's complexity in a new way, realizing that our ancestors did things that are still hard to understand today. But this isn't the end of the story. These discoveries make us wonder what else we might find out about ancient civilizations. Every new piece of information adds to our understanding, showing that history is always evolving. It's not just about what we know, but also about what we have yet to discover. Each new discovery about the Sphinx brought fresh insights into ancient life. Erosion's role in shaping the Sphinx. Researchers from New York University have made some surprising discoveries about the Sphinx using drones and other high-tech tools. Their findings, published in the journal Physical Review Fluids, suggest that natural processes, especially erosion, have played a major role in shaping the Sphinx. This challenges the long-held belief that the Sphinx's unique appearance was entirely due to human craftsmanship. Instead, the study indicates that erosion, not just human effort, was key in forming its shape. This new perspective changes how we understand the Sphinx's history. It shows us that natural forces, often overlooked, are powerful enough to shape iconic landmarks. What we see today as a marvel of ancient human skill also reflects the creative power of nature. These findings help us appreciate both the complexity of human history and the dynamic natural forces that shape our world. But this isn't the most surprising part. As we continue to explore and study these insights, we gain a deeper appreciation for the intricate dance between human activity and nature's influence on our planet's history. This blend of human and natural creativity gives us a richer understanding of the past. In a series of experiments, researchers made clay models that looked a lot like the Great Sphinx. This suggests that the famous statue might have started as a natural rock formation. The research gives us a glimpse into how the ancient Egyptians might have interacted with their environment. They probably found unusual rock shapes created by the strong winds in the Egyptian desert. These shapes might have sparked their imagination, leading them to carve these natural sculptures into the recognizable shape of the lion-bodied guardian that has watched over their lands for thousands of years. The idea that the Sphinx could have been inspired by natural formations adds an interesting twist to our understanding of ancient Egyptian culture. It shows us that their artistic creations were not just wild ideas, but were based on the real world around them. This mix of natural and man-made elements might have been a way for them to connect with the gods they worshipped, blending their spiritual beliefs with their everyday surroundings. But this isn't the most surprising part. As we explore more about how these ancient people viewed and used their landscape, we gain more than just historical knowledge. We learn about their relationship with the earth and the elements, reminding us of the deep connection between human creativity and the natural world. This perspective opens up new ways of seeing how cultures can be influenced by the very ground they walk on and the winds that shape it. The more we study their environment, the more we understand their culture. The natural formations they encountered were more than just random shapes. They were a canvas for their creativity. This connection between nature and art tells us a lot about how the Egyptians saw their world and their place in it. But that's not the only thing to consider. This discovery also shows us that the natural world has always been a source of inspiration. It challenges us to look at our surroundings differently and appreciate the hidden potential in everyday things. Just like the ancient Egyptians, we can find inspiration in the world around us if we know where to look. The Great Sphinx, a giant statue with the body of a lion and the head of a human, is a familiar sight. People often wonder where it came from and what it really represents. These questions have intrigued many for years. If you have any ideas or theories about the true story behind the Sphinx, feel free to share them in the comments below. We hope you found this video interesting. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. The Great Sphinx stands proud and ancient in the sands of Egypt, a figure of strength and mystery. This colossal statue, combining a lion's body and a human's head, has sparked endless curiosity and theories. Who built it, and why? Its origins are debated by scholars and enthusiasts alike. Some suggest it was a symbol of power and protection, guarding the Giza Plateau with its stern gaze. Others believe it holds deeper meanings, connected to the stars and ancient Egyptian gods. The Sphinx has weathered thousands of years, yet it still stands strong, an enduring testament to the ingenuity of ancient civilizations. Throughout history, people have tried to understand the Sphinx. Inscriptions and writings from ancient times offer some clues, but many questions remain. Some say it was constructed during the reign of Pharaoh Khafre, while others argue it is even older, dating back to a forgotten era. Its face, believed to represent a pharaoh, shows signs of wear and tear, leading to debates about its original appearance. Erosion and restoration efforts have changed its features over time, adding to the intrigue. The Sphinx has seen countless suns rise and set, surviving wars, natural disasters, and the passage of time. Modern technology has given us new ways to explore the Sphinx. Advanced tools like 3D scanning and ground-penetrating radar have revealed hidden details in underground chambers. These discoveries add more layers to our understanding, but also more questions. What lies beneath the Sphinx? Are there hidden rooms or tunnels that could reveal more about its creators and purpose? Each new finding fuels further investigation and fascination. The Great Sphinx remains a powerful symbol of ancient Egypt. It attracts millions of visitors each year, all eager to stand before its imposing form and ponder its history. Its silent presence speaks volumes, inviting us to look closer, think deeper, and appreciate the craftsmanship and vision of those who built it. With its enduring mystery, the Sphinx continues to captivate our imaginations and inspire endless wonder. What secrets of the Sphinx remain hidden from us? Could they rewrite our understanding of history? Leave your comments and subscribe for more.